XPrize colleagues, the Rainforest Prize finalists, distinguished guests. Thank you very much for inviting me to take part in this ceremony and celebrate the start of the final testing stage of this epic 5-year competition. Since I was a child, the word Amazon has had an immense emotional tug. The word evoked images of adventure, wilderness, exotic animals, and a vast, undisturbed world. Nowadays, most people associate Amazon with a delivery company. In fact, the Amazon delivers a huge amount, 20% of our planet's oxygen, 200 billion tons of carbon storage, 10% of world's known wildlife species, $8.2 billion of ecosystem services to Brazil's economy alone, and a gigantic library of pharmaceutical knowledge and much more. This competition is very exciting to me because it focuses our attention on the rainforests, which are the most extraordinarily biodiverse and complex but threatened ecosystems on the planet. It is not just about trees or wildlife, but about people who live there too. It is their home. And it is a global asset, as recognized in the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework, or the Biodiversity Plan, which was agreed by 169 countries at COP15 of the Convention on Biological Diversity in 2022. This historic plan sets out an ambitious pathway to realize the world living in harmony with nature by 2050. As the United Nations Development Arm, and working in over 140 countries on nature conservation and climate change, UNDP is scaling our support to countries to achieve the goals and targets of the Biodiversity Plan through our Nature Pledge. We see that 3 systemic shifts are necessary to accelerate the Biodiversity Plan implementation. And for each of the 3 shifts, the radical, scalable technology that the Rainforest Challenge brings is critical. So the first shift is a value shift. We must change the way we value nature as an asset and prerequisite for national and local development and to shift our behaviors. Nature is not a good to have. Nature underpins our life, our society, and economies. The second shift is an economic and finance shift. We need to redirect flows of finance from nature negative towards nature positive and create economic incentives for nature conservation and restoration. And we need a policy and practice shift. We support countries to harness the power of nature for sustainable development, establishing protected areas, strengthening sustainable production practices of buffer zones, establishing wildlife monitoring system, and working with local communities and indigenous people to be agents of change. This needs to be scaled and accelerated, which is why we love XPrize spirit of advancing technology for 10 times. We are therefore delighted to partner with XPrize in the next few years to pilot, deploy, and scale the finalist technologies through a global portfolio of projects in 140 countries. We will collaborate to bring the rainforest survey technology to the hands of local communities, especially to indigenous people, women, youth, through capacity building and provision of equipment. We will jointly mobilize resources to support local communities build sustainable business models, leveraging on the indigenous knowledge and contributing to a bioeconomy. We hope to craft and direct future XPrize challenges to cause the 3 shifts which I mentioned that the world needs in order to achieve the biodiversity plan. So I truly look forward to advancing our collaboration to map the world's biodiversity and to empower the local communities who are at the forefront of nature and climate action. I wish all finalists a wonderful and memorable experience and look forward to working with you all. Thank you.